just been in a crash, and all of a sudden your phone starts ringing. Someone says, "We can help you? We know a doctor? We know a lawyer? We can get you a lot of money?" Sometimes people contact accident victims before the victims have even left the scene of the crash. How do they get your information? And more importantly, who are these people really working for? I'm Philip Snyder, a partner at Florida Keys Injury, and today we're talking about one of the biggest legal scams happening in Florida after car accidents. People known as runners. And if you've been injured in a crash, understanding how these runners work can protect both your case and your health. Because people have never heard the term runner. They think it's a runner. But no, in Florida, runners are a serious problem. A runner is someone who illegally solicits accident victims for doctors, clinics, or lawyers in exchange for money or kickbacks. And these operations are often highly organized and highly illegal. Their goal is simple: get improper access to injured people as quickly as possible after an accident. Now, here's how the scam works. You're involved in a crash, then suddenly you receive calls, text, social media messages, or someone approaches you claiming they could connect you with the right doctor or the best lawyer. Now, sometimes they pretend to be helping even the insurance company, and they act like they're affiliated with someone who's there to protect you, including a medical office, but they are not working in your best interest at all. They are working for whoever is paying them. And here's the important thing that people need to realize. Florida, this is highly illegal. Florida law prohibits people from soliciting accident victims in exchange for compensation, because these schemes often lead to fraudulent treatment, unnecessary medical care, inflated claims, and patients being pushed into clinics or legal situations they never fully understand. Now, one of the biggest red flags is when someone contacts you before you've even reached out for help yourself. Ask yourself, how did they get your information so quickly? That alone should be raising concerns. They are getting your information illegally from your tow truck driver, the dispatch officer, possibly an ER nurse. All these people are being paid by shady doctors and lawyers. And another issue that many runners pressure people into treating at specific clinics, even though it's not the best care, because they're getting money. There's a financial relationship happening behind the scenes, and that referral is getting them paid, not because they're the best doctors, because that's where the money is. And that's super dangerous, because after an accident, your focus should be on legitimate medical treatment and protecting your health, not becoming part of someone else's referral business. We also see situations where accident victims are told, go to this clinic, sign these papers, don't worry, we'll handle everything. And they have no understanding of what they're signing or what they're agreeing to or who their lawyer is. And unfortunately, by the time people realize what's happening, the damage has already been done to their case. There's another major issue here too, and it's trust. When you hire a lawyer or seek medical care, those decisions should come from your own research, your own comfort level, and your own choice, not because some stranger called you after a crash. And let's be honest, a real lawyer typically does not need random people chasing accident victims for business. Established law firms build reputations through results, experience, education, and trust within the community. They don't do it through illegal solicitation schemes. The same goes for medical treatment. You deserve to choose a legitimate doctor or provider you trust, not someone pushed onto you by a complete stranger trying to profit from your accident. Now, this doesn't mean every referral is bad. Friends recommend doctors. Friends recommend lawyers. You can trust your family to tell you this guy's a good guy. That's completely normal. But there's a major difference between a trusted recommendation of a family member and someone aggressively contacting you out of the blue for financial gain. Another thing people don't realize is that these situations can create serious problems later in your case. Insurance companies know who these runners are. They know who these shady doctors are. And when they see referral patterns and clinic histories and shady billing practices, if your case becomes connected to that, even though it's not really your fault, you're caught up in that mix, and that complicates the entire claim. So what should you do after an accident? First, focus on your safety and your medical care. Second, be very cautious about unsolicited calls or messages. Never feel pressure into choosing a doctor or lawyer immediately. Take your time. Talk to your friends and neighbors. Research the people you're trusting. And if you decide you need legal guidance, contact a reputable law firm directly yourself, not through a middleman, not through a stranger, and not through someone promising quick money. The bottom line, if someone contacts you after a crash claiming, hey, they could hook you up, I'm with Allstate, I'm with Progressive, I know a lawyer or a doctor, be careful. Florida has a serious problem with runners and illegal solicitation after accidents, and many of these people are not working for you. They're only working for one thing, money, and that affects your claim. I'm Philip Snyder, partner at Florida Keys Injury, and the best way to protect yourself after an accident is simple. Choose your own medical care, choose your own lawyer, and never, ever, ever let a stranger make those decisions for you.